Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live. Hope you're well. Welcome to today's stream where we'll be streaming this build of Optimus Prime. So I've had this now since I think it was 1st of June, I think this came out. So I've been waiting for a while to get ready to build this, but we've been busy with the 8080 of course over the last few streams. It's also quite good to be back on streaming because we had a week off last week. So the aim today is actually to try and get through the whole build if we can, although it is quite hot here in the UK at the moment, so I'll see how long I survive before I melt, but hopefully we'll get all 1,508 parts complete today. Of course, we've got the added advantage of this: once you've built it, you can transform it into the truck as well, so you don't have to take it apart. So hopefully we can see how it all comes together in the stream. Next week we're going to be streaming the Bricklink program, designer program set of the retro bowling alley. That was voted on the channel earlier last week and the week before. So watch out for that and join me next Sunday at 2 o'clock for the stream of that. That'll probably take us 2 streams, I reckon. And I'll put a poll up after today's stream for what we stream next. We've got quite a backlog of sets ready to go, so you can let me know what we're going to stream next. So without further ado, let's have a look at the box in a bit more detail. So here we go. You've got the picture of Optimus Prime on the outside. It's an 18 plus range, and then on the back here you can see how he's going to transform from robots to truck. We've got some more details here of some other extra bits, his weapons and a little plaque he's got there as well, and you can see some more details at the bottom here and his actual size. So he's going to be 35 centimeters or 13.5 inches tall, and 18.5 centimeters or 7 inches wide, and you can see him posing there. So let's, as we do always, let's crack open the box. I'm trying a new technique here to open the box. It's one of those finger pressing boxes, but I don't like opening them like that. And I'm told you can use the brick separator to easily open it up. So let's give it a go. Seems like it's working. Saves damaging the box, so there's a tip for you. Looks like it works. And of course you've got the glue bits on the edge as well. For some reason you're opening it in the bottom of the box. I'll go into the wider camera view now because we'll see how many bags we get inside the box. So here we go. So we've got bag number 2, bag number 8. There's a little leaflet in here actually, which I suppose a lot of you are getting now. It's about the transition to paper bags. So it says we're transitioning from a single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. As we progress, you may find a mix of paper and plastic bags in the set. Bag number 7, number 5. We've got some tyres there in an oversized bag. Them to the side. Bag number 4, number 10. So our instruction manual, which we'll take a closer look at in a minute. Bag number 6, bag number 1, number 9, 5 and 3. So we've got 10 bags in the box in total to get through today. So put them back in reverse order. There's only one bag in each section. 7, 6, there's 2 bags for set 5, but the rest are all single bags. 4, 3 and 2. So let's go into zoom mode then, take a look at the manual. So here's the manual. You can see we've got a sticker sheet in here as well. Still in a plastic bag rather than a paper envelope for this one. Slide out the sticker sheet. Not too many stickers. We've got the plaque part here as 1 sticker, so there's 4 stickers in total, and then we've got some details of Optimus Prime, like the bumper and some of his details on the car. So we'll stick that to the side. Here you can see the manual, black on the outside. We've got details here around Transformers starting in 1984. It's a series of toy robots and then became a cultural phenomenon. Then we've got some more details about Optimus Prime himself. We've got some details around his strength. He's got 10 strength, 10 intelligence, 8 on the speed scale, 10 endurance, ranked 10, courage 10, firepower 8 and skill 10. So he may be the fastest Transformer with more potent firepower than anything else. He's a dedicated leader. Then you've got some details around the design team. Of course, I think this designer, Joseph, was previously at Hasbro, so he had some experience of working with Transformers before he joined LEGO. And then you can see our build experience today. So we're going to go through bags 1, 2, 3. We're going to start building a base here. Then 4, 5, 6, we're going to be starting to do the legs. 7, 8, 9, 10 is where the magic happens, and we start to build these actual more details around his arms and his head. Remind as well, there's a poll in the chat as well about what Transformer you'd like LEGO to do next if they were to do one. Be interested to see. I think my vote went for Megatron, but I'll be interested to see what you think. So let's crack open bag number 1. Morning, Brandon. Welcome to the stream. It's very warm here in the UK today. It's 31 degrees at the moment. In a battle with a fan on at the moment, so my instruction manual may keep closing on itself, but it's too hot unfortunately to work in the LEGO room without a fan on because of the temperature. So lots of red, grey and black parts for this first bag. So first up, we get one of these pieces here, these 4x6 with the upward pointing parts even. Then we stick a 1x4 plate in the back. There's a little note here as well in the instructions that says, according to his original bio, Optimus Prime is the largest, strongest and wisest of all Autobots. He feels his role is the protection of all life. There we go. Then we've got some flat silver 1x1 round plates, which we just stick on the inside of where we've just put that plate. Then we'll get a 1x2, and we get a 1x2 with these handle pieces in black on. They cover up the silver piece that we just added, and then we stick a 1x2 just into the middle there. Next up we get two Azure colour 2x2 rounds. They stick into the middle there on top of each other, and then we stick some 2x4s in light bluish grey just on the 4 studs at the back. We stick 2 of those on top of each other on the back like that. Excuse me. Then we've got a 1x8 in black that just goes across the front. Then we've got a 2x8 with these Technic holes in the middle in dark bluish grey, and then finally 1x8 at the back as well. So we're kind of looking like this at the moment. Then on the front we get 2 double cheese wedges in red. There's 2, and they face upwards, 2 studs in at the top, just like that next to each other. And then across the bottom here we're going to get some 1x2s with clips on the end in light bluish grey, 4 of these, and we stick these on the 1 studs that are along the bottom, just like that. Last one, just like that. I'm glad, Brandon, that you're using the Bricklink Studio. It takes a bit of practice, but you'll get the hang of it. It's not too difficult once you get going with it. Keep trying. So we'll put that to the side now, and we're going to build something slightly different. So we start with a 3x3 plate in light bluish grey, and we stick a 1x4 brick onto it that side, and another 1x4 brick coming off the other side. Then we add a 1x1 plate on the end of this brick here, and a 1x4 coming off this side. Then in the middle here we get 2 1x2 plates in black, stick them in there on top of each other, and then we get a 2x2 brick in grey, add that to the end. Where we've got this overlap here, we've got a cutaway brick, which is not that one, I don't think, it's the other one, facing the other way. goes on the end there like this. We end up with something like that. Bring back in what we were building a minute ago. This now connects, I believe, like that onto that. Then we do the same again, but mirror image, because it's going to go on the other side. So 3x3, stick a 1x4 on there, another one on there. 1x4 plate then comes off here, and a 1x1 goes in the bottom. Had the fun of going to the Leicester Square store opening this week in the UK in London as a staff member before the public went in. It's a really nice store. It's quite Harry Potter themed when you go in. There's also some James Bond DB5 that you can sit in as well, which is quite cool. And there's also a nice museum area where you see the timeline of sets, and they had some old castle sets in there and some pirate sets, which was cool as well. So now we've done that, we've finished that section off. Next up, just put that to the side. We get two of these 6x4 or 4x6s even, and two of these 2x2 inverted slope pieces. I'm going to get your name wrong. Is it Casseri? Something like that. Welcome to the stream though. And we'll add that sloped inverted piece there onto the bottom, and that will go over the top here. Ooh, done it slightly wrong. Have a stud overhang there. That goes onto there. And then we do the same on the other side, mirror opposite, and that goes on over there like that. So we've just covered that up there. Then we get a 2x4. We're just going to stick that into the middle there. And then we got a couple of 2x2s modified with just two studs on top in black. Two of those go in then in the gap we've got here and here. Then we're going to cross these studs here. You can see that it's not level at the moment, so just across these front studs here, we're going to stick some 1x6 tiles just there and there, and that covers it up there nicely. We also managed to pick up a duck set when I was in the Leicester Square store. So they had 800 of the duck sets, which you can normally only get in the Lego house in Billund, but they had a limited edition or limited stock available there, so I managed to bag one of those. So we'll do a stream of that duck in the future. And as I think I've mentioned before, maybe I haven't, I'm going to Billund to Lego HQ in September for work. So we're going to go to the Lego house, we're going to go actually into the new campus, we're going to go to the People House, go to Legoland, we're staying in Legoland, and I'll be going to the staff store where I'll be able to also get some more Lego sets, such as the architecture set for Lego house and anything else that's specific to only being bought in Billund. So I'll buy all the sets and bring those back, and we'll do some live streams of those as well on the channel, so watch out for those coming up. But I won't be posting those until the end of September, early October, so it's something to look forward to in the fall or the autumn. Looking forward to going to Billund as well. It's my first trip. So just putting some 2x2 plates on top here in red, and we've put these 2x2s in the middle there as well. Next up, we're going to stick some corner bricks, these 2x2s, and we're going to get 4 red 1x4s plates. We'll stick the 1x4s in pairs on top of each other, and then we're going to put these corner bricks just in this gap here. Then the 1x4 just go either side in the middle like this. Then next up in the middle here, where we've got these 4 studs, we're going to put a 1x2 in sand blue with a slider piece in front, and then we're going to get 2 dark bluish grey Erling bricks, one there, another one there, and we're going to stick a sand blue 1x1 tile on the front, and they're going to go either side of that plate that we just stuck in there. There's two of these, just go on the front there like that. Then we have got some 1x1s in trans green colour, 4 of those, and we've got 2 hinges in red as well. There's 1 and 2, and we've got 2 corner panels in black, one there, and somewhere there's another one. Is it 2? It is 2. There it is. Whoa. So the trans green ones we stick in pairs on top of each other. Try to flatten that up there. And what we're going to do first is the hinge pieces just go on the either end here on both sides. Then just in from that we'll stick these green 1x1 plates, and then we've got the corner panels going in next. One on that side, one on this side. So this is kind of what we've got so far. Then we're going to put a couple of 2x6 tiles in red and some 1x3 tiles in red as well. So the 2x6s just go either side here, covering up the studs, attaching to the hinges, and then the 1x3s just go on the inside here to cover up these other studs like this. You can see the sort of front is forming here, I think. Then we're going to put some 1x3 red bricks on top here, either side. 1, 2. We've got 2 corner plates in red. One goes there, one goes on that side, and then in here we're going to stick some 1x2s in black, just plates like this. We then have some ball joint 1x2 pieces here. They're going to go there and on that side, and then on the middle bit here we've got these black studs showing. We've got some light blue trans 1x1 plates just going in. So this is what he's looking like so far. Then on top of that we're going to stick some 2x2 plates in black just to cover those parts up. So one goes on that side, the other on there, like this. Did really enjoy the Transformer ride. I think it was in Universal in Florida and California when I went. I don't know if anyone else has been on it, like a 4D, not more than a 4D ride, but it was really cool. Next we're going to get a 1x2 panel in black and slot into that middle part there, and either side we're going to flank it with a 1x2 plate in black. So it's filled up there now in the middle. There's a little note down here as well that says energon is the primary commodity for Transformer society as it can be used for food, energy and currency. Next we're just going to put that build to the side, and then we're going to start something else. We get a 2x3 plate in red, and it's a new piece. What is that one? And we've got this new piece here which I've never seen before. It's a 1x2 with a Technic hole, and if you look on this side it's got one of these rims on it it's got little teeth inside, so you can probably angle something on that. So we start with that, put that in there. You can see it's slightly taller than a standard 1x2, it's probably 1x2 and a plate high. Well, I was a guessing man. Then we'll stick a 1x2 with a rod piece moulded in it and a 1x1 flat silver 1x1 round plate. We then get 2 1x1 red plates, stick them together, and they go on top of that 1x2 with the rod on, and then we get 2 hinge pieces in red, stick them together, open them up slightly, and then we'll stick them over there like that. Then again we stick another 1x2 with the bar and another flat silver 1x1 round on top, and then onto that a 2x3 tile just goes on top. This is what we built here. We bring back in what we built a minute ago. These two studs here we connect with the hinge like this, and then we can angle this wherever we want to. Now we're going to do the same on this side to fill in that side. So if I can find it, we start again with a 2x3 and our new piece that I've never seen before, 1x2 with a Technic hole in, sticks on there, and a 1x2 with the bar on it, and a 1x1 round flat silver piece. Stick a couple of 1x1s together, and then stick two hinge pieces together. Take that next to it. Then we've got another 1x2 with a bar piece and another 1x1 round. Then we can just top that off with a 2x3 tile. Bring back in our piece again, connect the two studs together there, and then we can angle that again like that. Now with that connected, we're going to stick some 2x2 corner plates in red just to attach that onto the model here and over here, and then we get two black 1x1s with the studs on the side, 4 of those, and we'll put them together in 2s with the studs facing the same way, something like that, and then they're going to go on top of our green pieces here, studs facing outwards, just like that. It goes like this. Next up we get a 1x8 plate in black, just stick that across the back here, and then behind that we're going to stick another couple of 1x2 black plates as well. Then on top of that we're going to stick some 1x2 corner plates, a 1x2 in the middle and another corner plate on top there, and then just behind we're going to stick some 1x2 normal bricks just there and over there. Just building this section up here. Stick that to the side again, 1x6 plate, stick a 1x1 plate on the ends, then we'll stick a couple of these 1x2 trans black plates in the middle and another 1x1 at the end, give us something like that. Then stick two 1x1 bricks on top of each other at this end, and then we've got some trans black panel pieces that go on top of our plates, this little view here, and then on this end we're going to stick some 1x1 3/4 with 2 studs on the side, brick with the studs on the side, and top that off with a 1x1 plate. Then with these studs on the side we're going to actually attach a silver double cheese wedge like this, and then on top we'll stick a 1x4 plate just to make sure these sections stick together. We bring back in our model here. This now attaches to this hinge piece that we stuck on earlier, just like that, so it can open up at an angle. Stick that to the side, and now we do the same for the other side. So 1x6, we'll stick the 1x1 on the end, another couple of 1x2 trans black, another 1x1, two 1x1 bricks together, and then a couple of trans black panels on top. Let's speed this bit up, stick a 1x4 on top, and end up with something like this. Now there we go. Just looking at that, thinking I've missed a 1x4 somewhere, and I have, just in the bottom there. And then our final silver piece just comes on the end, and that's the end of the first bag. You can see it was made here so far. So these open up like this, and these can be angled as well, depending on what we want. So that's the end of bag 1. Crack open bag 2 then. Put what we've built so far to the side. So with this bit we start with a 4x4 plate, and we're going to stick a 1x4 normal brick down one side. Then we've got 2 1x4 Technic bricks with the 3 holes in, and they go at the top and one at the bottom. Where's the other one gone? Just like that. And then to the middle there we stick a 2x4 in black. So that's all fully filled up. We then get a 1x4 black plate. To the bottom of that we'll stick a couple of 1x2 plates. Oh, that's not a normal 1x2 plate. There's a normal 1x2. 1 and 2. And then into the bottom of that we're going to stick some of these 1x2 inverted curved pieces into the bottom there. Another one, and the last one, if I can find it, just goes in there. That then and gives us something that looks like this with a curve on it, and we'll stick that here where we've got the lack of alignment there. So that's all connected now to give us something like this. Then with it like this, we're going to stick a 2x4 plate just across the middle, and on top we've got these 1x2 with a sort of cheese wedge piece. 4 of those just going to go right across this side. And one more, just like that. With that in place, then on this side what we actually do is in the middle we stick some of these 1x2 slopes with the grill piece, 2 of those in the middle, like that, and then another couple of the 1x2s with the wedge pieces flanking those at the top and the bottom. Like this. Also, while we're here, we're going to stick some Technic pins into the middle hole on this side and on the other side, just like that. Then in the centre we stick a 2x3 tile, and either side of that we'll stick a 1x4 tile. Goes in there. One goes in there. Just covered that up completely now. If we flip this over, we've got this slope side here, we're going to stick a couple of 2x2 round plates on top of each other in the middle, and either side of that a couple of 1x2 round edged plates there and there. So we've got this now on the bottom. Then into that, in the middle there, we're going to stick a ball joint piece. Get that in like this. And on this side, we've got some inverted 2x2 tiles with the studs on the side. 2 of those just cover up on that side. If I can find the other one, where's the other one? There it is. Just cover that up like that. Then on these Technic pins that are sticking out either side, we're going to stick a 1x1 Technic brick with the hole in the middle, and that goes, one goes on that side, same on the other side, just like that. And then if we bring back in the piece we built earlier, then this is going to stick over here. We've got some studs exposed here, and we connect these Technic bricks on the side into those spaces, so we end up something snug in there like that, which is kind of on a hinge and can obviously transform then and rotate round. Put that to the side again. Start with a 2x6 red plate this time, and then we've got a wedge type piece, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is, found it. So this just clips on to the 2 studs over there. Then we're going to get a 1x4 plate somewhere. No, 1x5, stand corrected. 1x5 plates are really confusing me these days. So yeah, we just stick that into there as well to form that full shape, and then onto that we'll stick a 2x3 next to that, just to firm it up. Then we've got a 2x4 coming in there, and then a 2x8 which goes down this length here. We'll stick that to the side again, sort of repeat the process almost, but a 2x6, and we've got a wedge again going on there. Stick a 1x5 underneath, then we'll stick a 2x3 next to that, and a 2x4 next to that. Now if we bring this piece back in again, this then just connects on the opposite side, so we just mirrored that off. There's also a note here in the instructions that says, according to the episode Thief in the Night, it takes 1,000 barrels of oil to make 1 energon cube. Right, so then we take what we've built here and bring back what we built earlier, and then this is going to connect here just on top to cover up. So push that all down there, and then just in the front here we're going to stick some more hinges on there, and on the other side, if I can find one, there it is, just on top there, just on top of our doors that open up at the top. Now with that in place, we're going to add some more detail on top here. So we're going to get a couple of these 4x4s. We've got a wedge piece facing that way, another one the other way. We've got 2 1x2 plates with the slider on, and to finish us off we have got 2 1x3 tiles in red. So the 1x3 tiles just go on the ends here. Then we get our 4x4s, stick them either side here, studs down this end. Then we'll stick our 1x2s with the slider, just where this hinge piece happens to be. That actually stops that from rotating that way, so you can only rotate it that way there. And then finally our wedge pieces, just going across the front like this. And of course I'll probably, definitely, shouldn't have put that on with the door shut. There. Just take these wedges off again, if I can. Damn you wedges. Sometimes nails are still needed, even 30 years on after building Lego as a child. Put that up down that way. So keep the doors open this time and then put the wedges on. That's more helpful. And then on the doors we're going to stick 1x6 red tiles on. This gives us that kind of angle for his chest then, so when we close it we get that nice angle at the front. That's much better. And then on top here we're going to put some sort of light details here, so we get we get 4 of these small brackets. Onto those we're going to stick some 1x1 round trans yellow pieces like this, and on the back of that we'll stick these 1x2 slope pieces. We're going to make 4 of these pieces up. Three, and the last one. So with those 4 lights in place, we'll come back to here. One goes on either end, and then we'll leave a stud gap, put the second one on as well. So now we've got these 4 lights sitting on top here. There's another note here that says the original Generation 1 Optimus Prime toy was released in 1984 in the US. The design of the toy itself was originally named Battle Convoy. Okay. It was about 3 years old when this came out. So let's put that to the side. We're going to switch up colours now, and we're going to move to dark blue. Start with a 2x4. We'll stick a 1x3 brick onto that plate. We've got a 1x2 here with studs on the side as well that goes on the ends, and then another 1x3 goes behind that. On top here we stick a 2x2 with 2 studs on the side as a plate, and another 2x4 regular plate at the back. Then we're going to stick a 2x2 plate on top, and we'll have a downward facing black bracket piece that sticks into the back there. Then we get a 1x4 Technic brick with 3 holes on in light bluish grey. Stick 2 of those next to each other on top of that. Then we have another 2x2 there plate in light bluish grey, and a 1x2 to cover that up. Then we're going to stick another 2x2 plate on top, and another downward facing black bracket piece on top of that. We then have an upward facing 1x2 bracket piece there, and then we stick a 2x2 black tile on top of that grey plate there. Then where we've got 2 studs here, we're going to stick a 1x2 grey plate on top of that, and on this side we've got a 1x2 1¾ 2 studs brick in light bluish grey. Goes on like that. We then park that a moment and bring in a 1x4 plate. We're going to stick some 1x2 plates either end in black like this, and then we're going to stick a 2x4 with the Technic holes in the middle plate onto the end of that. And then with these 1 studs on the side here, we've got some upward facing black brackets that go on like this. We then stick across here another 2x4 with the Technic holes in the middle, and then we're going to stick 1x1 red plate either side here and here, level that off, and then into that gap there we've got a downward facing bracket piece there with the 4 studs showing. Then we get 2 more 2x4s with the Technic holes in, stick them together. They then go across this section here. Then across the back we've got some upward facing red bracket pieces with some more studs on that side. And then on these 2 studs sticking here, we'll stick a black 1x2 plate and then a grey 1x2 plate on top. So it's levelled all of that piece out now like this. Then with this in position on its sort of side, we can actually stick one of these 5 length pins through the middle Technic hole that we have. And to secure that in place, we have one of these inverted 2x2 rounds, and we're going to cover up that pin that's in there with that, so it can't move any further now. It's sort of stuck in position but can rotate or spin round like this. And then on these downward facing bracket pieces here that we stuck, we've got some studs. We get a 1x2 plate and stick a 1x1 plate on top, and then we stick a downward facing grey plate to make something like this. We do another one of those. And we stick them onto those studs like that. Got this downward facing bit, and we've still got some studs on top. Then we go back to our build that we did a minute ago, and this is going to sit on top now. So we've got these studs here, we're going to connect that on like that on top. So we've still got this rod now, and it spins all the way around. That's in position. Really notes here, did I know? Then we put that to the side. We're going to get a 4x4 round piece and a turntable 4x4. Stick that on top. So this can click into position, as you can hear. Bring back in our piece here. We're going to slot that down and push that into position. Hear the clicking. And on the front here, we're going to put a 2x4 tile to cover up those studs. Stick that to the side. We've got some 1x2 in dark blue with the wedge on, and we're going to stick a bullion bar in this sort of dark grey colour. Stick another one of those 1x2 cheese wedge type pieces. Throw it on the floor into the other side of the sort of bullion bar there to give us something like that. And then underneath we're going to stick these 2 1x4s modified with just 2 studs on top. Stick that on. Oh, not quite like that. One more stud back. My bad. Stick that on like that. That then goes on the front here on these studs that we have in position. Look like that. We'll stick that to the side again. We'll go for 2x4 this time, and we'll just stick a 2x3 tile on top. Get another 2x3, stick a double cheese wedge on one side and a single cheese wedge in red on the other. We'll stick that underneath there like this, and now we'll do the same on the other side. Cheese wedges on. That on like so. Then we get 2 upward facing black brackets, and those studs there we're going to stick these bullion bars again, this dark grey colour, and that's going to connect underneath these studs that are showing through like this. We can then get a 2x4 long sloped blue piece and a double cheese wedge which goes behind. Just stick that on there like that. Underneath this we'll stick these 2 grey wedge pieces, so there's a slight overlap of these grey pieces sticking out, And if we bring this piece back in, now with all these studs down this side, we're going to align this up and stick that on like that. Now we bring back in our piece from earlier, turn this upside down, and the target really is this centre hole here, and it's saying we'll stick that into there, I think. Like that. So it's now stuck into there. Of course it can twist now because we've got that turntable type piece. Looks like that on the back, and that on the front. And that's the end of bag 2. And my suspicion grows because, maybe rightly or wrongly, we have 4 1x2s in red left over. So did I miss that? Let's have a look. Or are these just spare? Suspicious when things are spare. Those ones, those ones. Nope, I think they look okay. There was that one. That side, that was all done. Yep, I think I'm alright. Just got some spare bits there. I'll live with that. Now move on to bag 3. We're going to need 2 tyres in this section as well, because we're going to start doing sort of the leg area. So to kick us off, we start with an inverted 2x2 in light bluish grey. We stick a 1x2 azure plate onto that, and a 2x6 blue plate. Under here we stick another couple of 2x2 inverted pieces like this. And then on top here we're going to stick 6 downward facing black bracket pieces, just single row of studs there, 3 on each side. 3 here, there and there. Then with that in place, we get one of these 4x4 curved wedge type pieces, and we'll stick that into the centre there. Then onto that we'll stick this 1x2 Technic brick, which has got a plate halfway through sticking out, which I think is a new piece. That sticks into there. Over this side we'll stick a normal 1x1 brick in grey. This side we've got a normal 1x2 black brick, and then another 1x2 brick but with 2 Technic holes in, goes next to that. Then on top here we get a 2x2 brick with one of these ball joint type connectors there, and we stick a 1x2 red plate after that, and another 2x4 azure plate after that. Then we've got one of these 4x4 black curved plates, which we use in Bricktown to do the corners of the roads, and we stick another 2x4 in azure in there. Then we get a 2x6 plate, and that will go in the middle. We'll stick a 1x1 plate over there and a 1x4 plate next to that to level all of that up. Then we have another 2x6 blue plate that goes on there, and the azure coloured 1x2 plate goes on there. Then around either side here we get some more downward facing brackets, but this time double row of studs, so 3 on this side, and we'll do 3 on the other side again. Set row of studs on either side there, and then we get a 2x6 tile and a 2x6 plate. Stick them together, one goes on that side and we repeat it for the other side. Goes just like that and like that. Then across the top here, where we've got these studs showing through, we just use double cheese wedges in light bluish grey to give us a curved look all the way down. Same on the other side. Like that. Then on top here we have, hopefully, another 2x6 tile to cover up those studs, and then in here we've got a Technic pin that goes in, one of these long cross connections comes out, and our first sticker goes on here, this 2x6 that we stuck on earlier, so number 3. Just goes on down the front there, and then we add another one of these Technic bricks with a sort of plate sticking out on top of this blue area here, and this time a 1x3 plate over this side like that. Next up we've got these sloped pieces that go either side, top here and here, and another one next to that. Then on the ends, the 2 studs, we get a double cheese wedge, and then on this stud showing up here, we've got one of these semicircle type pieces stuck on top. So that's that part. Next up we get a wheel, and we need a tyre out of our bag of tyres. I'm going to stick the wheel into the tyre, and then on this side we're going to feed through the wheel onto this Technic pin we stuck in, hopefully all the way through there, and then we put like the hubcap on top there like that. So there's the wheel spinning around. Then we need to get one of these pieces, which I have no idea what it's called here. Get one of those and one of these, and they clip together, and it says make sure it clicks. So let's see if it clicks. It sounded like it clicked. And into the middle there we can see we've got a spare hole. We'll stick a Technic pin in the middle there to give us 3 pins to connect to, and then into the top of these we've got these 2 new pieces which I've never seen before as well. Again, these are supposed to click into position. There's one click, one into the bottom. Does that click? So we've got something like this. We bring back this in now, we've got these 2 holes here. Oh, welcome Yurik, welcome to the channel. We're going to use these 2 pins here now, which can be clicked into position. I'm just going to slot into these 2 Technic holes, hopefully, like this. So that's in the right place. We then get the piece we built earlier here. And we then got the 3 holes here, and then just connect these 3 pins into this section like this. I think that's about right. Next up, we're going to build the opposite side now. So again, start with a 2x2 inverted, 1x2 azure, 2x6 in blue there. Stick another couple of these 2x2 inverted in, and then we're going to stick some 1x2 downward facing single row black brackets, 3 of those on each side. So like this. Get our other 4x4 wedge piece here, stick that into there like this, and then we get this 10 brick with the plate again, stick that on top. Then we've got the 2x2 large ball joint piece which we'll stick on the ends. Then we'll stick a 1x2 plate and a 2x4 plate after that. Then we have our 1x2 normal brick and a 1x2 with 2 holes in. Goes down this side here, and then on this side we'll stick a 1x1 normal brick as well. With that in place, we use this curved plate again, and we stick another 2x4 azure brick in. Next up, we stick a 1x4 plate down this side, 2x6 in grey there, and a 1x1 just on the ends over that side. Then have a 2x6 in blue, a 1x2 in azure on the ends. Then we've got our other 10 brick with a plate again, goes on the ends, and a 1x3 plate goes on there. So it's just a repeat of what we did a minute ago. Then across the top here we've got another series of downward facing brackets with 2 rows of studs on, so 3 of those go either side down this core area. And 1 more. So now we've fully got the studs again on the side. We'll get another couple of 2x6 plates and the tiles, stick them on top of each other and down that side, and same on the other side. Then we'll stick our double cheese wedges across the top with the remaining studs shown. Same on the other side. Now they're all in position, and then over here we're going to stick another Technic pin in with the cross connection again, and on top we'll stick our 2x6 tile there. Again, we've got to do a sticker again. Stick that in there like that. And then we're going to add another double cheese wedge up here. We've got these sloped pieces come down there, another sloped piece there, and another one at the back. And then we've got our semicircle brick on top over there. Then we do our wheel, so we get another tyre, stick that through again. We'll stick that all the way on this pin and put the centre piece in there as well. So our wheel's in position again, and then we get the weird pieces again. We've got to push these in and wait for a click. We'll stick a Technic pin in the middle, and then we get our other two pieces that need to click into position. So we've got that now, and then like before, spin this round and stick it into these two studs here, or two holes there, like that. And if we bring back in what we've been building so far, we'll do the opposite side here. So these three holes line with these three pins, and that goes into that side. So it's him so far. It's the end of bag 3. So you can start to see that Optimus is coming together. Stick him to the side, open bag 4. So to kick us off here first, then we need a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, it's the same size, 2x14 plate in black, and then we'll stick a 2x2 tile in black next to that. Then we attach another 2x14 to the tile, and we run a white 2x6 down the middle there. We get a 1x1 plate in dark blue, and that just goes down in this bottom corner. And we stick a 1x4 in dark blue up there, another one, and then a 1x6 in dark blue plate across there. Next up we have this 2x3 semicircle type brick, goes on the ends, and a 2x3 red brick goes behind that. Then across this side with these studs we've got some upward facing brackets, and so we've got two 1x2s with a single row of studs. We've got two of those. We've got two 1x1 with two rows of stud brackets, and we have one 1x2 with 4 upward. Start with that one, and it's a single 1x1, and our 1x2s with one row, and another 1x1 with two. So we end up with some side studs here that look like that. Then moving further down here, we get another 1x2 and 1 3/4 with 4 studs on the side, two of those next to each other. And then at the end we're going to get a normal 1x1 blue brick. We'll stick hopefully stick a 1x1 with a ring or thick ring onto it, and then another 1x1 plate on top of that. Stick that onto the end, so we end up with something with all the studs on the side and then this big ring piece on the end. If we spin round then on this side, we're going to stick a 1x4 blue brick just behind these bracket pieces. We then stick a tan coloured 1x3 plate here and over here, and then a 2x2 tan plate on top there. What's this? We then have another 2x2 ball joint piece, and that goes on top of that 2x2 we just stuck on. In the middle here we stick a 2x3 red brick, and then we have another 2x2 plate. Then we need 2 1x3 bricks in black. We've got a couple of 1x2 plates in blue, a cheese wedge in blue, a couple of 1x2 tenet bricks with the 2 holes in black, a downward facing grey bracket, and a flat silver 1x1 round. Start with the 1x2 plate and stick the silver 1x1 round on, and we stick the downward facing bracket next to that, top it off with a 1x2, and then we've got a cheese wedge that goes in there as well. We'll stick a 1x2, if I can find it, in blue first in there, then we stick this piece we just created, then it's a 1x3, one of these tenet bricks, another 1x3, and another tenet brick, all down there in black. Then on top we're going to stick a couple of 2x2 white jumper tiles. We have got white 1x1, a white downward facing bracket, and a red 1x1 round. So we just stick the red 1x1 round into the white 1x1, and that goes just into that gap there. Our downward facing bracket goes onto this 2x3 in red. Behind that we stick our white jumper, and next to that another white jumper. Then we get a 1x3 double jumper tile here. We'll stick a red 1x1 round plate onto that. We've got a 1x2 with a clip then that goes on to the other stud, and then on top of that we'll stick another same jumper tile. Need 2 of those. Let's do that again. And these are going to go into these tan coloured pieces here. Goes there, one goes on that side. Then across the back here we'll stick one of these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 1x10 black plates across the back. We've got a 1x3 plate goes at the front, and then we've got 2 blue cheese wedges that go on the ends there and there. Then we've got 4x6, a 1x3, another 1x4, 1x1, one of these 2x2 large pieces, and a couple of black wedge pieces. And so the wedge pieces go just behind here where we've just put the wedges in black. Then we've got a 1x3 in tan. Our big 4x6 goes on next, and we have a 1x1 there, 1x4 on the other side, and then our 2x2 piece with the ball joint connection thing comes in there. So we've got something looking like this. Then need a 1x2, 1x1, 1x4, 1x2 with 2 tenet pinholes and a tenet pin. I think that's it. And we stick our tenet brick in there, and we put one of the pins in the front hole. Then we've got a 1x1, a 1x2 there, 1x4 goes across, and then a 1x3 in tan just goes behind. Then we've got two 2x4 bricks, a 1x1 and a 1x8 in black. The 2x4s just go on the end, up this end. Then we have our 1x1 and then our 1x8 goes in just over there like this. Then we've got a 2x2 plate, 2x6 and another one of these large ball joint pieces. Stick the plate into the bottom of that ball joint piece. And we just stick the 2x6 in, stick that ball joint at the end. So we've got two of these together now. Then we have a 1x2 inverted piece somewhere. Let's start with that first. Two of these Grille decorated pieces. Then we've got a 1x3 in black. Then I can't for the life of me see one by two inverted with a slope. There it is. Right, it's facing me. And we need one of these. So our inverted piece goes in first, then our 1x3 and our two 1x2s, the horizontal group showing on like this. Then we have a 1x1 with a stud on the side, a black jumper tile and two flat silver 1x1 rounds. We stick those rounds together and stick the 1x1 brick with the stud on the side on, and then to that side stud we stick our jumper tile, and that goes into this gap we've got remaining here like that. Then we've got 2x2, some downward facing brackets, a 1x6, two 2x3s, a 1x1 and a 1x2, and we're just going to cover up the top here. So our 1x6 goes down there, we have a 2x3 there and there, 2x2 goes in, downward facing bracket, another downward facing bracket, 1x1 in blue there and a 1x2 on that side, so that top bit is levelled out there. Let's put that to the side a moment, get a 2x3, we'll stick a 2x4 tile there with a one stud overhang, we'll stick a 1x2 tile on there, then a 1x3 tile. After that, if we flip this over, we'll stick a 2x2 corner tile, and then one of these wedge pieces. We bring back in this piece here, we're going to cover that with these studs down here, just like that. Then moving along, we need 3 double cheese wedges and 4 of these semicircle bricks, 3, 4, and we're going to stick these double cheese wedges downward facing above these clips, just like this, and then underneath we'll stick these semicircle pieces. Just like that. Then to form around it, we'll stick some 1x4s either ends, and then some 1x6 plates top and bottom to go all the way round. Then we'll cover these studs up, so we'll stick some 1x2 tiles on that end. Oh, probably didn't want to do that. On that end, on the other end, and then we'll stick a 1x8 all the way across the top and across the bottom. So it's slightly raised compared to the rest. Then on the bottom here we're going to stick some corner blue plates here and here, and then down the middle here we've got some of these 2x2 inverted tiles, 3 of those. We'll just connect together. Then we got 6 1x4 plates, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these go down just the full length of this underside here. Give us something like this at the bottom. Then if we flip to the top, I'm going to add some more detail here, so we get 1x2, a couple of 1x1s in blue, a couple of 2x3s in blue, 2x4, 2 1x4 plates. Stick our 1x1 plate on the side here, 2x4 tile, and a 1x4, 1x4, our 1x2 in grey, and then our 2x3s formed in that shape. We're going to continue up this bit here, so we get a 3x3, another couple of 2x3s, another corner plate, and a sloped piece here. So 2x3 goes on, 3x3, another 2x3, our corner piece goes in there, and then where we've got this inverted piece here, we're going to stick this downward facing slope piece, so it ends up looking like that. Then we get a 1x8 tile. To the bottom of that we'll stick a 1x2 plate and another corner plate, so it sticks out by one stud there. That's going to go onto here with an overhang, and then there's a 1x2 tile that fills that in, so we've got this kind of sticky out bit here. Then we get 6 of these double cheese wedges in silver. 4, 5, 6. Where's the other one? Am I missing one, or am I going blind? That's right in front of me, I'm going blind. Then we've got a 1x2 in grey, we've got a 1x2 tile in blue, and we've got a double cheese wedge somewhere in blue. And so we're going to put this down this centre piece here. We'll start with sticking a 1x2 tile on a 1x2 plate. That goes on there. Cover this grey area up with the double cheese wedge, and then all the way down here we're going to stick these double cheese wedges in silver backing onto each other all the way down. Gives this kind of cool effect. Then on the other side we get a couple of 1x6s, a couple of these 45-degree slope pieces, 2 1x3 tiles and 2 1x1 plates, and the 1x6 plates go either side. Then we have a 1x1 either side, then our large 1x3 sloped piece, and then our 1x3 tile goes on there like that. Then on this side, just to finish off, on both sides actually, another couple of 1x6s. We've got 4 1x3 tiles and another couple of single wedge pieces. We get the 1x6 plate, stick 2 of the 1x3 tiles on, so we do that twice. That goes either side of these silver double cheese wedges, and then we end them off with a single blue cheese wedge. It all slopes off. Then we get a couple of 1x2 plates, stick them together. Another 1x1, 1/3 with the studs on. 2 of those next to each other. Then we have our large semicircle brick here, and then we take a bracket piece and a stick 2 of these inverted curved pieces on. Stick that into the end like this, and then this sticks into this end piece like so, hopefully. So that's the base of the leg, I suppose. So if we bring back Optimus Prime in, we've got the ball joint connection there and a ball joint there, and that just clips in, hopefully it says. Try not to smash it up. Just clips in there like that. So it's another part of his leg in position. That's the end of bag 4. Let's put that to the side. Open bag 5. There's 2 sets of bags in this one. Got some more wheels to do on this one as well. We're roughly about halfway through now, bag 5, so there's about 10 bags to build. So we start with our 2x14 again. You get a 2x2 black tile, stick that on. Stick another 2x14 onto that, and then our 2x6 plate goes on there. Then we have a 1x1 plate, a 1x4, another 1x4, and a 1x6 in blue down there. We've got our 2x3 curved brick there, and another 2x3 red. Then we get another couple of these 1x2 and 1/3 bricks with the 4 studs on, and we get a 1x1 blue brick. Onto that again we stick hopefully a 1x1 with a thick ring brick on that, and then a 1x1 plate on top of that. That goes on the ends. Then these go next to it across this side. Then down this side we're going to use our brackets again, so we've got two of these 1x2 and one row up. We've got these two of these 1x1s with two rows up, and we've got a normal 1x2 with two rows of stuff up. So stick a single one on first, then our two 1x2s with a single row, another single one, and our 1x2 with two rows to give us something else like that. We'll flip this round this way, and we're going to add a 1x4 brick on, and a 2x2 tile, plate, and then 1x3 in tan just at the back. Then our 2x3 red brick goes on. We've got a 2x2 with a ball joint goes on there, and then a 2x2 tan plate that goes on onto that one there. Then we get a 1x2 plate, stick a 1x1 round flat silver on, if you remember, and then there's a downward facing bracket piece, stick a single cheese wedge onto that, and then top that with a normal 1x2 plate. That's going to go across on the end here. That's next to a 1x3 black brick, then a 1x2 tenet brick with two holes in, another 1x3, another 1x2 tenet brick somewhere, there it is, and at the other end we'll stick a normal 1x2 blue brick, so that just covers all of that side off there. Next on top we've got a 2x2 jumper, goes on there, and on here we get a red 1x1 round, and we stick that onto a normal 1x1 brick, and it goes into the gap we've got here, and then we've got downward facing white bracket which goes on over there. Then we build our clips that we built last time, so we need some jumper tiles here. Start with, we'll stick a red 1x1 round on there, then we've got 1x2 with a handle piece and another jumper on top there, goes into that gap. We just repeat that now. For the other side. And that connects in that side. And we stick a 1x10 plate in just at the back here, and a 1x3 on that side. And we've got a cheese wedge there. Another cheese wedge. This goes on the front. Then we've got these black wedges, there's one there and here. Stick those just behind the cheese wedges. We have a 1x3 plate and a 4x6 then goes across. And over here we stick a lowly 1x1 plate on there. In the middle we'll stick our 2x2 ball joint piece into there as well, and then on that side there's a 1x4 plate, so we're all levelled up like that. Then we've got another tenet brick with two holes, tenet pins needed. We need a 1x3, 1x2, 1x1, and a 1x4 plate. We'll stick the Tenet brick on the front here, and we'll stick the Tenet pin into that. Next to that we'll stick the 1x1, and our 1x3 goes at the back, 1x2 there, and then our 1x4 goes across. Then we have a 1x8, a couple of 2x4s, and another 1x1. There's a 1x1, there it is. So our 2x4s just go up the top here. Then we have a 1x1, and then our 1x8 in black goes the full length over there like that. Then we'll stick in a 2x6 in white. We get another ball joint brick, and we'll stick in a 2x2 tan plate and just stick that at the ends. Then we've got our usual 1x2 Grille bricks, which we'll stick in horizontal lines showing, a 1x3, and then a 1x2 inverted piece slots in next to that there like that.
Here's what I found.
Then we get a 1x1 with a stud on the side. We'll need two 1x1 round silver plates as well. Two of those, stick those together. And stick those into the end of the 1x1 with the stud, and then we'll stick a black jumper 1x2 tile on the front. That goes between our grill pieces here, like on the other side. We've got two downward facing brackets, another 2x2, 1x6, 1x1, 1x2, a couple of 2x3s, and this way round we'll stick our downward facing bracket. We'll stick a 1x1 into there, 1x2 goes on that side, and our 1x6 goes across there, 2x3 there, 2x2 there, our other bracket, and then 2x3 in there as well. Stick that to the side a minute. We've got our 2x3 plate. We'll stick our 2x4 tile on top there. Stick a 1x2 there, and then a 1x3. Flip that over. We'll stick a corner plate into the back. Then we have a wedge piece and a 1x2 plate goes into there. And that sticks onto those studs on that side. Then over this side we'll get some double cheese wedges, 3 of those in blue just next to each other, go across, and then we've got 4 semicircle bricks, two there, 2 in the middle here to go up the white. And like last time, we'll then just surround that with some plates. So we've got 1x6, 1x4 at the ends, and a 1x6 at the bottom. So it's all gone round there like that. Then we'll cover that with some tiles. So you've got 1x2 tile at one end, another one at the other end, and then we'll stick a 1x8 across the top and the bottom. And if we flip this over, we'll stick some corner plates just at the end here. One, another one, and then in the middle we've got these inverted 2x2 tiles. So we've got 3 of those to go down the middle piece. And then we'll get 6 1x4 plates, and then we'll just continue down either side here with 3 of these on each side. Not too many out there. And then with that in place, if we flip back over the top again, we'll need another 2 1x4s. We've got a 2x4 tile, another couple of 2x3 plates, a couple of 1x1, probably 1x2. And we'll do is we'll stick 1x1 in the corner here, and a 1x4. Whoa, slippery. Try that again. We'll do a 1x4 plate and a 2x3, not 2x3, 1x4, another 1x1, and 2x4, and our 1x2. Just covers that top section off. Then to cover the rest of it off, we need a 3x3, couple more, slope piece, and a corner plate. So our corner plate will go there, and we have a 2x3, and our 3x3, another 2x3. Where did I go wrong there then? Oh, one stud over. That, and then a downward slope, so again just connects to that inverted piece there. Next up, we've got all of the silver pieces, so we've got 6 of these double cheese wedges in silver. Another 1x2 plates, and a tile. Stick the tile onto the plate. It goes just behind here. We've got another double cheese wedge in blue, that backs on there. And then our silver ones, all 6 of them just go back to back. All the way down here, like that. Then we get a 1x8 tile, tile, stick a 1x2 plate into that. And then a corner 2x2 plate. There's that one. We have a 1 stud overhang there. That just connects, sticking out from there. Then we've got 2 of these 1x3s slopes, 1x6, the 1x3s, the 1x1s. And we'll stick 1x6 other side here, and we've got 1x1, then we've got our 1x3 slopes and our 1x3 tile. We also need to stick a 1x2 tile in over there. Then we get another 1x6, and we stick 2 1x3 tiles on top. That goes, one goes on that side, do the same again for the other side. then we'll stick a cheese wedge on the end to smooth it off. Then we get two 1x2s plates, stick them together. Stick our 1x1 3/4 with the two studs on top of that together. Top that with one of these semicircle bricks. Pop that down. Get a downward facing bracket piece and stick an inverted slope piece into that. That then connects together to form this kind of shape, and then that's on the back. It's just going to clip in to the rest of this space up there, like that. That's our leg complete on this side. So if we bring Optimus back in again, then we've got our ball joint connector there and our ball joint there. We'll just push that together. So there you go. So one of his legs are on, and over on this side we're going to put some wheels on. So we've got another one of these Technic pins with cross connectors on, go into there and there. And then we'll flip them over, do the same on this side. Pin in there, pin in there. And then we've got 4 wheels and 4 more tyres. So last lot of tyres here. Just stick all these tyres on. Do remember to like the stream if you enjoy it, by the way, as well, so that more people can see it. Just one more to go, and then we can stick these on this side. There and there. And then we've got the hubcaps going there and there. Do the same on this side. And there he is. After the end of 5 bags, he's here so far. So let's move over to bag 6. Bag 6, I reckon, is starting to do the arms here, so let's see. So we've got to build 2 of these, so I might do them together as we go. So we start with a 1x1 10-knit brick with a cross hole in the middle, and we stick a 1x1 plate on top. Do that twice, as I said, because we've got to build 2 of these, so might as well do them together. Then we get another 2 1x1s and one of these sloped pieces here. And we stick 2 of the 1x1s together and stick that into the bottom of our sloped piece. So let's do that again, and then they go on top, hopefully go on top of that piece there and there, like that. Then we get a 4-length axle or rod piece here and stick that into the Technic piece. On to that, we got two of these pieces here, and in the bottom hole or cross hole that slots in here and here like this. Then into the top we stick a Technic pin with the cross connection on. Now we've got a couple of these separator type pieces. We feed that through the top hole, and then our stopper goes on there. Same on this one. Piece goes on there. Then we've got one of these little screw pieces, one of these orange pieces, and one of these loops with the black pin. Which first off we'll stick this looped piece into this piece, and then we'll stick the stopper into there. Do that again. That slides into the bottom of the rod on both of these, like that. We then need two of these pieces and a single axle piece, so we stick the axle piece into the top, stick the other one onto that, and then we get another two axle pieces and stick the sort of halfway through both of those, so we end up with something like that. So let's do another one. Just rests in there on both of these. Then we get another one of these pieces. We repeat what we did before, so in the top we'll stick another one of these Technic pins with the cross connections and a sort of spacer or stopper on top. Let's do that twice. This then slides over the other piece like this, so these bits go back to back. Let's do that again. So like that. Then again we'll do what we did earlier for the other side, so we start with this Technic brick with the cross hole in it, stick a 1x1 plate on top of both. I need another two 1x1s. And a slope piece, stick two together, and then it's a slope, and then we'll stick that into the top here. This will then just slot on the opposite side of the other one, onto the bottom there. Then we get a 1x4. We'll stick a 1x2 onto two of the studs there and there. We then have this piece, which I've never seen before. New to me. We'll then stick that onto that plate, hopefully. bolts on like that, and on the top we'll stick a single cheese wedge to give us something like that. Stick the same on the other one. And into the bottom of those we get one of these corner plates. It's going to stick into the overlap we have there, so where we've got this indent here. We're just going to stick that in like this. Then we get one of these 2x2s with the loops all the way through. Two of those, and we'll stick a Technic pin into each side, each loop, here and here. And then we'll stick that into the first hole in this unusual new piece which I've never seen before. Goes in like that. Then with this Technic pin here, we'll stick this piece we just created in the last hole into there. Same on this one. Then we'll do something similar again, so we get a 1x4 and a 1x2, stick them together, stick this new brick on top, and a single cheese wedge, and a corner plate. Just going to repeat that again, unusual shape. Corner wedge and cheese wedge, and then we can stick this now onto these other pins like that. Do the same for the other one. So that goes on like that. Then we get another 1x4 and we stick a 1x2 into the center two studs. Onto that 1x2 we stick a trans red 1x2 tile, and that's flanked by two cheese wedges. That goes across this section here. And then in the middle down the bottom here we've got a Grille piece, 1x2 in metallic silver. So let's just do that for the other side. And then our Grille piece. So there we go, we've got two of those now. These are his feet, not his arms. So we get two 4x4s. We're going to stick a double cheese wedge into the middle to do his feet, and then either side we'll do some more cheese wedges, two on each side. And we'll stick two into the middle. Two more wedges into the middle. Then we get a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 tile. Stick them on. And go on the end. And then we can stick this now onto this sloped piece we had here. gives us Optimus Prime's foot. So that's his clunky feet there. Then we're going to get some 2x2s with single loop on. We'll stick these orange stoppers into that. We've got 2 of these for each foot. And we need a 1x4 in blue. And then down this back section here, this is where we're going to stick these into. And then stick a 1x4 across to connect it. Then it's just on the floor to give us some grip when we're displaying it on our shelves. So there we go. So that's his foot completed there. So if we bring back in Optimus Prime, we've got the 2 ball joint connectors there and 2 ball joints there. So we just need to get these into position. There's 1. And there's 2. So now we can kind of stand up. Let's go to a wide camera so you can not so fast. There he is. He's freestanding now, so it doesn't need to be held up at all. So that's cool. Let's go back into zoom mode. Right, and again we've got to build 2 of these together. So let's do them together. Start with a 1x2 10 brick with tan colour, and we'll stick a 1x2 black plate onto each of those. We then get 2 of these 2x2s with the studs on the side, and we're going to stick into the bottom of it a 1x2 with a slider piece. They then are connected back to back with that piece like this. And at the front we're going to get a bracket piece just like this, and then either side here we're going to stick a 1x1 with a stud on the side. Stick those back to back to give us this L shape. Just do that again, and then in the front here we've got silver half semicircle sloped pieces that go in the front, on the side, and then on the studs that are showing we're going to stick these 1x2 Grille pieces on there and there. So this is kind of like the fuel tank for the truck, I think, kind of thing. And then on the ends here we're going to stick 2x2 in black, and on top of that we'll stick a silver 2x2 round tile. So there's one like that, and then we'll do the other one. And bring Optimus in. And of course we've got a stud sticking out there, and that's where we can stick one on one side, one on the other. So now he's got those on the side. Wide camera, you can see. Just added that on that side. These rotate. It's only one pin that's holding it in position, so they're now either side there. There's a note in the instructions as well which says the silver drum lacquered Lego element were added to face plates shine vents, fuel tanks and side mirrors to match the feel of the original toy, which had chromed detail. So there's a note there, and that's the end of bag 6. So moving on to bag 7, which looks like our first task is to build the front grille of the truck. When he's transformed. So to kick us off, then we get an inverted 2x2 sloped piece. We're going to stick a 1x2 in red with a handle plate, and then we'll stick another one of these inverted pieces on the other side like this. Then we get a 2x2 plate in azure colour, and then we get another 2 inverted sloped pieces there and there, and again finish off the other end with a 1x2 handle piece. Now we're going to cover this front piece here with 1x2 plates with handles on all the way down, so there's going to be 8 of these, 6 of these. Oh, yeah. 4 down one side. Slight typo in the instructions, it says you need 6 of these, but I think you need 7. Let's see, usually I'm wrong and the instructions are right. And then we'll, I see, yeah, so they are right. And then we'll do 2 on this side. Of course I was wrong. And 2 on this side. And then on these 2 areas here, we're just going to stick some plain 1x2 plates instead. One there, and one down here. Now we're going to cover this with some 1x2 silver grills. And this is where we've got 8 of these. It's going to go all the way across. This would be like the radiator on the truck. Looking for the last one. On the side. So there we go, we've got that now. Stick that to the side. Then we start with a 2x4, stud side down, and we'll stick a 1x2 into the middle there. Then we've got an A shaped piece, A frame shaped piece. Flip that over. We can then stick a 1x2 with 2 clips on there, and a 1x2 with a handle piece next to that, like this. And then on top we're going to stick a 2x3 tile on this side, a 1x2 curved ends there, then a 1x3 tile on this side, and finally a 1x1 tile, if I can find it, at the back there. Then onto this grey piece we'll stick some transparent 1x1 rounds. Oh, actually, yeah, they'd writing on there, it's just the part numbers, and those go on there like that. We can then attach this to our red handle piece on that side. Then we build the other side now, so start with a 2x4 again, upside down, 1x2 in the middle, A piece there, flip it over, and we've got a 1x2 with a clip again, 2 clips, then we need a 1x2 with a handle next to that. But I can't find it, there it is. That goes next to that. Same thing again this time, 1x3, 2x3, 1x2 rounded, and a 1x1. And we stick our transparent 1x1 rounds onto the grey piece, and we clip this time on the other side. So this is front of the transform. And now we're going to do like the bumper, I guess. So we start with a corner brick, stick a cheese wedge onto that one stud. Then we've got a dark bluish grey 1x2 handle piece and a black 1x2 with a clip piece. We'll stick a 1x4 across the back there. Stick another 1x2 with a clip and another handle piece. Then we'll repeat what we did before, and we'll stick a corner plate just at the bottom here. At the front, stick a single cheese wedge on the front. Then we've got 2x3s plates to go there. Then we get a 1x6, which we're going to stick across the bottom here, and a 2x6 goes on top. Then we get a sticker number 2. Stick that onto the front there. Get a 2x3 and we'll stick a 1x1 plate in the top corner there, and a 1x2 tile, and a 1x2 with a clip. Another wedge piece there, and then 2 1x1 round orange tiles go on, and we'll clip that onto the handle that side. So we've got a bit of a hinge piece there. We'll repeat it for the other side. This will just give us the other set of lights for the back. Another couple of 1x2 with a clip. Wedge in, and then we've got 2 orange lights, and then we clip this to the other side. Then if we bring back in what we've got here, and I realise that this is the wrong way around, I believe. And that clips into the bottom there, and there's our sort of front of the truck there. So if we bring Optimus Prime back in the front here, he's got a set of clips, and we can just stick that onto there. And it can have it lifted up like this. And it's showing that you can fold that down fold somehow around there like that, I think. Something like that. Fold it like that. So on the wide camera is now sort of folded up over here now. So we can move that about quite easily and just position it however we want. Sticking to the side again, we'll start with this 2x2 piece here and stick a 1x2 plate in red on top and a 2x4 off of that. Then get this other new piece here, and we're going to stick this piece into it. Wait for the click, it says. That goes into the bottom piece here, and then we stick a 1x2 after that. Then we have a 1x5 plate that goes across the back, downward bracket, and a single downward bracket in red, also in grey, red, goes down there. Then we stick a 1x3 tile on the side there, and on top we stick 1x3 plate on top. We then have a printed transformer 4x4, goes across there and across here like this. It's like his shoulder, I think. Top, and that's there. Then on here we're going to stick some more brackets, red and grey again. So we've got more studs here, and another 1x5 plate goes across. We then stick a 2x4 and a 1x2 into those brackets to secure them in place, and then there's another 1x2 that goes on top there. Then we stop that bit and we get another 2x3 here, stick a 1x3 and another 2x3, this time in grey. Then we've got 2x3 there, tile, and a 1x3. Then we have some 1x5 plates that go either side, and onto one side we stick a 1x2 with a loop. That pushes into those bracket pieces there like this. Then get one of these connectors and one of these tenet pins and another connector goes on top here. That just connects into that loop piece, which is a little tricky to do. That just slots into there. Then we get one of these large pins, stick a 2-length black axle into the top and stick another one on top like that, and that connects into that piece we just stuck in there like that. That then does become sort of the top of his shoulder, so coming back here we can connect this into that area there, hopefully. It's going to be easier said than done. So that's it, so his shoulder is now in position here and it kind of clicks into position. And we'll do the other side, his other shoulder, so same again, 2x2, 1x2 plate on, 2x4. This weird shape again. Stick that into the clips. Goes on after that, and then we get a 1x2 to go on after that. Then we've got the 1x5. Then our downward facing brackets. Stick a 1x3 tile in there. And then 3x3. Stick a 4x4 and a 2x4 under that. Again with the printed Transformer logo on. Then we have a 1x5 plate, and then we've got our upward facing, downward facing, depending on your perception. Brackets again. Stick a 2x4, a 1x2 behind that, and another 1x2 on top here. Then we get our 1x3, stick a 1x3 tile in, another 2x3 there, couple more 2x3 tiles, and we've got some 1x5 plates. Same again, we'll stick a loop in on this side this time, bring this back in, connect that to the brackets we just added on there. This time we get another large 10-inch pin. We'll separate all the way through that, and another connector there. Stick that into the first loop, and this time we don't stick anything else on, we stick another loop onto there. And you think to yourself, was I supposed to do that on the last one? And I totally missed it. Yes, I was. Quick modification, bear with me. Where was I? And then we get another one of these large pins, stick the black 2-length axle in to connect it, and stick that all the way through over there. That's now in place. And we can connect this again. We've got that connection point there. We'll just slot this piece into there. Now he's got two shoulders with his logo on. That's the end of bag 7, so let's have a quick look at the wide cameras. That's what he's looking like so far. So it looks like next up we'll be doing the arms this time. Bag 8 out of 10. So just this bag and 2 more to go for today's stream. So we should be able to finish on a reasonable time today. Thirsty work. So start with a 3x3, and we'll stick a 2x3 on top of that. We'll stick another 2x3 overlap there, and another 2x3 underneath. Then we have this 3x3 wedge piece as well. These will be built separately. Flip this over, and we've got wedge piece there and a 1x2 behind that, flip it back, 3x3 on here, and 1x4 tile just runs across over there. Then we get another one of these unusual bricks. We clip that connector into that. That connects just up to the top here. Then we've got a 1x3 brick in red that goes behind it, and a 1x2 in front. Then we have one of these hinge bricks just behind there. And we stick another 3x3 on top like that. Then we get two 1x2s, stick them together, plates, and then some 1x1s again with that cross hole all the way through. Just push those on top. That feeds into there. You then get one of these black, one of these things that like clip into place, so they give you staggered things, as you know. And then this one's got a tenic pin on the end. Put that into place. Then we spin it round and we put a 2x3 and a 1x5 plate, and then we get a 1x4 with studs on the side and stick that across the top where we just put that staggered edge. Then get a 2x4. We're going to stick a 2x2 modified with two studs on the top, and on the bottom we've got a printed tile with the downward facing arrow, and that's going to stick just in there. You then get one of these wedge pieces, stick a 1x1 on it, stick a 3x3 onto that, and then another one of these wedge pieces. That sticks on the outside part here of the arm. We have a 3x3 and another curved wedge piece on top over there. Then on top of this we're going to stick a 1x2 tile in red, then a 2x6 tile, then we have a 1x3 and another wedge piece cut away there. Then at the top another cut away wedge, and this time a 1x2 with two clips on, goes on the inside. That then gets covered up by a 2x3. We then get a couple of Grille pieces. Stick them onto one of these 1x2 with a handle piece, stick another 1x2 handle piece behind. Flip it over, we then get a 2x2 inverted piece, and that clips onto this double clip we just stuck on face downwards like that. Then we're going to flip over to blue now and do a 2x2 plate, and we'll stick a 1x2 into the bottom, and then on the other side we get a 1x2 black plate with a single clip in the center. Then we get another 1x2, this time with a rod running through it, and then we get a sloped 2x2 blue piece which goes on top. Then we'll get a 2x2 with a loop that sticks into the bottom there. And we have a 1x1 with a handle piece and a sloped piece. Clip that on. It clips onto that clip. Then spin it round, and onto this rod piece here we're going to stick a 1x1 black with a clip on, and a 1x1 blue with a thick ring on, and that'll slide onto the rods either side. We've ended up with something like these thick rings there and a clip in the middle. Then we get a 1x3 plate, and I'm going to stick one of these larger sloped pieces, 3 of these, all into this plate. This then clips on to those pieces we just stuck on there like that. So we've got a bit of a hinge going on there, and there's so this is forming a hand. You can see a thumb and some fingers. And it says here, as a note, the original toy hands had to be detached and could be stored in his chest in vehicle mode. In this LEGO model, the hands are designed to fold into the wheel wells instead of detaching. So there we go. And then we'll connect these into this Technic pin in the bottom. So the right way around. Yeah. So there we go. There's his hand and his arm. So bring back in the model, and then there's a clip in here, and this clip will then hopefully clip into there. There's the does it like that. So that's that ready to go there. Now we'll do the other hand, other arm. The other side, so 3x3, stick our 2x3s on, underneath, over the top, flip it round, connects down there. We've got our 1x2, and a 1x3, and we've got our 1x2 with that staggered clip on again, and we stick 3x3 on top here. We get 2 1x2 plates, just stick them together, and we'll stick our 1x1s in with our cross hole in. Stick that next to it. And we've got our connector piece there, we staggeredly angled again. Flip this round, we'll put a 1x5 tile across there, 2x3 goes on, and a 1x4 with our studs on the side. Get 2x4, we can stick a 2x2 modified with 2 studs, and then same again on 2x2 printed tile with a downward arrow that just sticks in onto those studs. onto the top there. Then we've got another 3x3, and then our curved wedge on top of that. Then we have a 1x2 tile at the ends, 2x6, 1x3 back here, then another wedge piece, another 1x2 with a clip, and another one of these wedge pieces again. Then we can stick our 2x3 tile on there, and then we get our 1x2 handle piece and our grill pieces again. Stick those on and do an inverted 2x2 round in there. That can then clip on to our clip there, facing down. Stick that to the side, get a 2x2, and we'll stick our 1x2 into the bottom. Then we've got our 1x2 with a clip again, goes into the bottom there. 1x2 with a rod piece. Then we've got our 2x2 curved, goes in the top. And then our 2x2 with a loop in. Then we have a 1x1 with a handle piece again and a curved piece. If I can find a curved piece again. Is just clips onto that clip there, and then again on our rod piece here we've got a single 1x1 clips in, and then our 1x1s with thick rings, and then here and here for the fingers. And then again, to do our fingers, we get a 1x3 plate, and we stick these large blue sloped pieces in. And then we just clip that in to those plates now. So there's the other hands. Bring this back in. Oh, not to click it too much. Click that into the pin. And our other hand is in position there. Like this, and then if we bring back in Optimus, we're going to stick that on this side into these clips. Pretty easier said than done when it kind of spins around. So that's now in place there. So let's just do a wide camera. Now he's got his hands in position now as well. Again there. Now I think we get to do his head. So for his head then we start with a 2x2 and a 1x2 in white, and we just stick the 1x2 in white into the base. We'll flip that round and then we'll stick some upward facing single brackets like this. Then into the middle we'll stick an azure 1x2 tile, and in the back we stick a ball joint piece. We then have a upward facing grey bracket piece, and then some single upward facing bracket pieces at the back in black, back to back. And in the middle we've got this metallic piece here which goes on the top. Then put that to the side. We'll get a bracket piece, stick a 1x2 into that, and then we'll stick a 2x2 with the studs on the side into the other side like this, and then another bracket on the other side. This then sits into that like this, and at the back we'll stick one of these wedge pieces and a 1x2 with a upward facing, clipping it on this side. And while we're on this side, we'll get some quarter tiles in blue and make a 3/4 circle just around the back here for these sort of ears. Then we'll flip round again, do the other side. And we'll do another 3/4 circle on that side. Then he's actually got a 1x2 here, you can see with printed eyes on the plate, and that goes into there. Then on top of that there's an upward facing bracket piece. Then across the whole top here we get a 2x3 plate just to connect it up, and then across that we're going to stick 3 1x2 jumper tiles. Just right across there. Then we have these cutaway tiles, and a 1x1 goes in there, so we'll do that on both sides. Then across the top you get a 1x2 plate, and then a cheese wedge goes at the back, so you can see his face is forming, his head's forming like that. Then we stick a downward facing bracket on top of his head there. And a blue tile, and on the front we stick a jumper and a 1x1 plate, and then we have a printed tile to go on the front of his head, so he's looking like this now. And then sort of for his ears, I guess, we get 2 of these blade pieces in blue, stick them into these connector pieces, stick them into the clips, so then we end up with a head like that. It's always cool when you build these kind of heads. So now we can attach his head, so if I bring him back in, you can see we've got a place here for his head, and we can just connect that on there. So there he is. Let's just go to the wide camera. So there's his head now all in position. So it's looking pretty good now, pretty much done. Let's move on to bag 9. So we've still got 2 more bags to go. It says the Matrix leadership is an artifact of great power based from the one Autobot leader to the next. From one to the next. It's thought to be connected to Primus, the creator god of all Transformers. So we're going to be making that next. So Optimus himself is pretty much done. It's now just the accessories and the plaque go. We can have a go transforming him into the truck. So to kick this bit off, then we got some 2x2 round plates, one going in here, and then one of these 1x1 rounds with a pin on top. We stick 4 of those into the top here. And I just noticed there was a note at the end actually when I did the head on the instructions, and it actually says Optimus started his life on Cybertron as a civilian known as Orion Pax, but was rebuilt as Optimus Prime to lead the Autobots in their fight with the Decepticons. That was a note from when we stuck the head in. Then into the bottom of that 2x2 we stick a trans orange 2x2 inverted round piece. We then have one of these sort of fence pieces, and to keep that in position we have another 2x2 round inverted piece to stick in. And that's keeping that in position there. That then of course goes inside. So if we bring him in, open up his chest, this needs to go inside there, power him up, and we can close that. So that's that bit done. Next we're getting quite pink, and we start with a 2x4 here, then a couple of 1x2s in trans pink colour or magenta, then we stick 4 more this ways, stick another 2x4 in the bottom there, and another 2 in the ends. Then we build up more here, so we stick another batch of bricks on. Then we stick some 2x4 magenta tiles on, so there's a weapon if ever I saw one. And this is the Energon Cube, is a safe and convenient way of storing and transporting energon, the most prominent fuel or food used by Transformers. That's what this piece is signifying. Now we'll move on to orange, and we're going to start with a 1x1 with a cross hole connector there. Stick a 1x3 plate in the top, and then another one of these 10-inch bricks that way, and then one this way. Then onto that we'll stick these dark orange, yellow 1x1 clips and a sloped piece on the ends. And then when we've got the end one, we'll stick another 1x1 10-inch brick, so we've gone to 4 now, like this. Then we take one of these pieces, we'll stick a trans orange 1x1 round into the bottom here, and then a 1x2 trans orange on top, and we can stick that into the bottom of what we've got so far. Then we've got some pearl gold 3-length rods, 2 of those, connect through those cross holes that we have, put them part way through, and then we can stick onto them these flat pieces here, so they've been added on there. Then we'll stick in a 10-length red rod piece here. We'll stick 2 orange Technic tubes or connectors and a yellow stopper to keep them into position. Then get a yellow 1x2 with this cross hole in, stick some downward facing orange brackets either side on top. Then we'll stick a 1x2 round 10-inch brick hole piece into that. Then across the top we'll stick a 2x4, and then we've got these trans orange sloped pieces that go on top. We'll flip that over. Try and get my bearings, hang on. About get our bearings there, and then we need to stick into the bottom of that a 2x2 inverted piece, and then we stick some more these explosion pieces onto that. Then sticks all the way through to this other piece. And here we start with a 1x2 with the rod piece in. We've got a trans orange shield piece. Two of those go together back to back. We then stick this wedge piece on, and some more shield pieces go next to that. Then a 1x6, and then more shield pieces. Flip this over, we've got another inverted 2x2 rounds. And then we can clip this into clips there. So now we have this kind of massive explosion. Then we get a 5-length pin. One of these gets the pieces slid all the way down. And another black. Similar connector. Spacer. Just connects onto the end like this. The idea being that you can actually add this then to Optimus Prime and take his hand off and connect that to one of his hands if you want to show that he's doing some stuff. So it would look like this if you were to do it. I'm not going to do it today, but you'd attach it to the hand, take the hand off, and be able to show that like that. Then we're going to do another weapon now. So we start with one of these Z shapes, one of these squished 2x2s, and stick a 2x2 plate on top so it levels off. Then we stick a 1x2 on the end. We've then got 3 1x2 jumper tiles just to go right across. Then we get 2 Erling bricks in dark bluish grey. We're going to stick dark bluish 1x1 round tile. Stick that on back to back. Then we have a 1x3 plate going down the middle, 1x2 with a 45-degree slope, and a 1x1 on top. And one of these pieces here, and a 1x2 plate goes on top of that. This is Optimus Prime's primary tool in his fight against the Decepticons, his ion blaster, capable of firing ionized particles. It's particularly effective against electronic devices, including most Decepticons. So then this slope piece goes on top here. We then get a 2x4 and we'll stick one of these larger bracket pieces on. It goes on like that. That then clips into there. We'll then stick a 16 length rod into the hole there, and we'll get a 2x2 with a clip and stick a 2x2 round plate into that. That threads all the way down the end there. Then we do another 2x2 with a staggered connector bit there. Stick a 2x2 round plate on top. Hey Coles, welcome. Glad your world map's finally turning up. It's unusual for it to be delivered on a Sunday, but I'm glad it's turning up for you. And we're just going to stick this connector on here, and then on the Technic pin on the end we'll add a spacer. That then slides all the way down and to the bottom like this. Then get a jumper tile, we'll stick a 1x1 plate on top. Then it's a 1x1 tenny brick with a hole in it, and another plate goes on top. And then we've got a black cheese wedge. Ooh, chucking wheels everywhere. Then we stick a cheese wedge on top. And this connects on to this Technic pin on top there. Then we have one of these round pieces. We then get one of these cam pieces here. We'll stick a 1x1 round with a pin into the bottom cross section. 1x1 round Technic bit with a round hole in it, and a 1x1 round plate in black into the bottom of that. You then thread that all the way through too. Then we get a 2x2 round brick and a plate and a tile, stick those together, thread those on as well. Then another cam piece here, this time with like a handlebar piece goes into the bottom. That slides through as well, all the way down there. And we have another wheel piece and 3 pieces that slide together. Then one more piece there, and to keep it all on, we'll stick one of these connector pieces, and there's his ion gun. You can hold it there. So again, you can see, I won't do it today, but you can then attach it to the 2 pins that are sticking, or 2 studs that are sticking up on his arm, and make it look like he's holding it in his hand. I might actually even position him, let's just try it a sec, because I might maybe position him on display in that position, so you can just move his hand, position his hand there, can put his gun in, move his thumb out of the way, his gun in position into there, and then you can just clip that on like that, so you can see that's how he'd hold the gun. So from a wide angle, you can see there he is holding his iron gun. If you wanted to do that as a position. For now, because I want to transform him in a minute, so I'll take his gun off again. Now, our last bag of the day. we're doing a jetpack now, and then we're going to do the Plaque with display with him, and then I think we're pretty much done for the day. Right, so to set the jetpack off, then we start with a 1x6 plate and stick a 1x4 brick onto it. Then we stick another set of 1x4 bricks at the end coming off, and underneath we're going to stick some 1x1 round black pieces just off of here. We then stick in these 3x3s in black facing outwards. Then we get another 3x3. We stick a 1x2 with 2 technicals on each stud there like this, and then we stick a black 1x1 brick in the middle. This will connect like this, and we'll do the same again for another one. So we get a 3x3, we get another 10 brick with 2 holes, and we'll put a 1x1 brick in the middle, and that connects like this. You end up with something like this. There's a note here that says the jetpack is based on Sideswipe's jetpack from the G1 cartoon. Optimus Prime borrowed it in the episode More Than Meets the Eye Part 3 to pursue the Decepticon space cruiser Victory. So there's the history of that. Then we get another 1x6 plate. We stick a 1x4 in black in the middle, and we stick another one on top of that. That then goes on at the end here to form this rectangle. Then we get a 1x3 in this azure colour on each side here. Stick those in. We get a ball joint connector with 2 of these, and 4 1x2s in black as well. And we'll stick the plate into the bottom and into the top of the ball joint connector. That goes next to it. Do the same for the other side. Go just like this. Then we stick a 1x4 with clips on the side and a 1x1. Do that on both sides. Then we take a 1x2 with a Technic hole in, and in the hole we'll stick a 2-length axle. Goes on both sides. Looks like this. Then on the side here we'll stick a 1x6 tile in red on both sides to smooth it off. Then we've got 3 1x6 plates and 2 1x1 round black pieces. Black pieces go in here, and we'll stick the 1x6s down on either side. Then we get a 1x4 and a couple of tan coloured 2x2s modified with studs on the side. Stick them together like this. They then connect on there. We then get 4 of these trapezium shaped pieces. these down the side, either side, like that. Then take a 1x3 panel piece, just stick it on that side and on this side. Then we've got a corner tile, and a 1x6 tile, and then we've got some 2x2 modified with just 2 studs that go down either side here. Then we take a 4x4, stick a 1x6 plate across it. We then stick some more of these tan coloured 2x2s with studs on the side. And we'll stick a 1x4 plate at the bottom. Then we get a 2x4 all the way down. Stick some 1x2s in here. And we've got some 1x1s. And a 2x4 then goes across at the ends. Come back here, we'll stick this in this bottom section here, like this. And then over this, we're going to stick a 6x6 plate to stick that in position. We then have another printed 4x4 logo there, just covers up this top section, and there's a 2x2 there, and we'll do some 1x4s here and here, 2x2 there, 1x4 there. Then we've got these Grille sloped pieces, and just 4 of these just go across the bottom, and then we'll stick some double cheese wedges then underneath that just to smooth this off. Then we've got these wedge pieces, and we stick some 1x3 tiles across the studs here, and these connect on the side. Just gives that more of a slope look on that side and on that side. And now we're going to stick 6 double cheese wedges all the way around the outside here, so we've got 3 on each side. And 3. There we go. Starting to take shape. Then we put in here in the middle a 2x2 modified. Stick a 1x3 tile either side. And we have 2 corners, tiles. Some of these wedge pieces. And 2x3 goes in the middle there. We get 2 of these squished bricks and stick these 2x2 modified on top. They stick on each side, either side there. Then if we flip over, we get a tan 1x2 with a clip on it, and stick a 1x2 plate on top, and a 1x2 with a loop, and then inverted 1x2 of the loop. Then we have to stick a Technic pin with a cross connection and a regular Technic pin into the white piece. That connects in on this side of our pack. Let's see, that goes like that, that goes this, that goes like this, will then go in like this. And for our last one, same process again, so we'll allow it to attach it to Optimus Prime. Right, 10 pins. Finally got it in, so they're now in the back there, ready to connect. While we're still in the back, we'll stick a 2x3 brick in the middle there, and we get 2 more of these swash bricks, and we'll stick some 2x2 round plates on top, and these are just going to connect there and there, with some gap at the back. And we've got some of these cone pieces here. We'll top both of these with a 2x2 with a stud on the middle. Into that we stick a microphone piece into both, and of course to give us some appearance of some fire or energy, we'll stick these inverted pieces in, and they clip into the ball joints we stuck in earlier at an angle here and here, so you can see how the jetpack is looking. And then finish it off, get there, we'll stick two more of those 2x3 tiles, and then you can connect it into his back, and I'll show you. He has those 2 handles there, and we can now, if we wanted to, connect that into the back, but we might as well I'll do it in a minute. I'll do that afterwards, just in case we need to take it off for him to convert. So that's how that works. Now we'll do the plaque, and this will be our last thing now. So 2x8, stick 2 of these 2x2s with those pieces sticking up. We'll stick in the middle 2x2 tiles. We then stick in one of these sloped pieces here, come around the back with our black piece here. We'll stick these 2 in. Just realised I missed a sticker somewhere. Stick those in there, and then we've got to stick our Optimus Prime sticker in. Somewhere I forgot to put sticker 1 on it. Where was that then? So there's these plaque that you can stick on there, and the plaque says Optimus Prime Function Commander, freedom is the right for all sentient beings, and then it's got that score I read out earlier around strength, intelligence, speed, endurance, etc. And they're all on the plaque, which you can position next to him. And now I'm confused because where did I miss a sticker? Aha! I didn't miss a sticker. We have a spare piece at the end here, which is where the last sticker goes. which you can stick on. So that's a spare piece as well, so you can change the look of him if you wish. And here you go, you can see how we can transform him from a vehicle into Optimus Prime. So let's see if we can change him into a vehicle. I'll go to the wide angle mode so you can see. Let's see how this goes. So we're gonna push this out, I think. And he's gonna rotate round and then bend him like this. Push his arms up in like this. I reckon, and then his hands go downwards. Now we can kind of make him look like that. And there's the truck. That's him transformed. Oh, I probably should have flipped his head around at some point as well, to be honest, but when do I need to do that? Probably there. That's it. So there you go. Kind of his head's gone now. So that looks better. So there's a truck when he's transformed. I suppose you can probably do a better job than that, but I'm just doing a quick version of that. So I'm pretty pleased with that. That looks pretty good. I'll display this now on my shelf. I have him displayed standing up rather than as a truck. I don't know if he looks a bit better being a transformer than he does being a truck. Do that as something on his foot falls off. So let's just put him back to how he was. His feet out. His hands out. Spin him round. Out. Try to squish my fingers. So we'll keep him kind of like this. I think I'll stick the jetpack on, because why not? Jetpack's on, and we'll probably might as well pose him with the gun as well. So that's probably how I'll position him. You can see him with the plaque there, and there he is complete. So that's probably the end of the stream then. As let me go back to the main camera, and you can see Optimus Prime with his plaque and all these other bits in his full glory. So hopefully you enjoyed the stream. As always, if you did, do hit that like button, because it helps us reach more people. And of course, if you haven't already, then do subscribe and join our LEGO community, as it's getting to quite a good size now. So it's good to see that people are enjoying the content. If you haven't seen any other episodes as well, do check out the rebuild of Bricktown, which is currently live. We did some disabled parking spaces this week, and in our next episode we'll be starting to place street lights, street signs, and some bins as well. So we're starting to add some detail to the paving area or the sidewalks. And join me next week, as I said at the start, where we're going to be building the Bricklink program, or designer program, still get it wrong, Bricklink designer program bowling alley, retro bowling alley as well. So that should be good. Might take us a couple of streams, we'll see how big it goes, but definitely start next weekend. So join me at 2 PM British Summer Time for that. And as a reminder, I'll stick a poll in the community tab today, where you can tell me what you'd like to stream after we finish the retro bowling alley as well. We've got quite a large backlog of different sets to do, so I'll put up a list of all the things available, and you can vote in the community tab. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday or the weekend, do enjoy it. Again, do join me next Sunday, and until then, stay safe. Oh, before I go, I didn't check the poll, so I did ask at the start what Transformer would everybody like Lego to build next, well, after Optimus Prime, and the winner is, there's a tie between Bumblebee and Megatron. So I said my preference is Megatron, I think, because those like the bad characters. But it's interesting to see. So the everyone's divided. 7% said Starscream, and then 15% said other. So interesting to see. So yeah, whatever you're doing for the rest of your weekend, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. See ya.